Hey y'all, I am so excited to start setting up my 2026 reading journal. So excited. Anyway, I've seen tons of people do this and I don't know why I didn't think of it myself, but it's a great idea. This weird first page that's not completely separated from that end paper, I'm taping it to the end paper so that I get just a full spread when I open up. So yeah. This year I'm using a B5 notebook from Archer and Olive. Last year I used an A5. The year before I used a B6. So anyway, but I really liked the way I did my rating system pages last year. I had a pocket. I have some cards that kind of help me with my rating and whatnot. I have a pocket that I put them in, and then I have that little library pocket that I have my spice rating in, so I wanted to do kind of the same thing this year. So this year I am for my pocket paper. It's from the Artisan paper pack from the Archer and Olive subscription box, and that gold, I could not use it. It's gorgeous. And then I have that enchanted paper book, and so I was pulling some florals out of that. I guess after much, thinking and looking, I finally decided to go with this one. I don't know, I felt like it had like a wallpaper vibe, sort of, which is, I guess, what I was going for. Kind of like it's in the background. But anyway, I'm cutting it because I felt like there was no point in putting it all the way down into the pocket, I guess, so I'm putting my tape on the page. Normally I put it on the thing that I'm sticking down, but I'm putting it on the page this time because I knew I wanted to trim some off. Oops, ran out of tape in my ATG there. So swapping to this double stick tape. Anyway, if you do this, do be careful and don't accidentally let it stick down before you're ready, or it will do this. I am thankful that didn't just completely rip all apart, because that would have not been good. I mean, I guess I could have just used some of the other piece, but I didn't have to. It didn't rip. So let's try again in a little more careful way. Oops, almost did it again. Finally got it stuck down. So, man, I was on the struggle bus there for a second. So to glue my gold paper down, I'm actually going to use my art glitter glue. So I do need to cut this paper in advance. So anyway, the art glitter glue, excuse me, the art glitter glue is great because you can put just kind of a thin bead of it around the edges. It holds really well, and it dries, and it doesn't leave sticky residue like tape does. If I would have put tape in there, it can kind of pull up a little bit on the inside, and then when you stick things into the pocket, they're more likely to kind of get stuck in the, just bits of tape adhesive that are coming out of the edges. So, art glitter glue, I don't know why I cannot say this. Art glitter glue is great for pockets. Okay. Oh, that old corner punch there failed on me. Anyway, but so just trimmed it with my scissors. And my little pieces fit in there perfectly. And now I'm going to do my library pocket, but this just does not match. So getting that artisan paper pack out again from Archer and Olive, and this blue I think looks nice. Yeah, I think that looks way better. but I need something to go on the front because I can't write on that. This is just an index card. I'll just have a stack of them over there because they're great for when you just need a little, a bit of white. This guy, this label maker, um, would I recommend it? I'm not sure. It's really affordable, so that's great. I got it on Amazon. It comes with two cartridges, I guess you would call the little piece that makes the letters. So there's an uppercase one and a lowercase. Like I'm currently using the lowercase, but I also have the uppercase. It also comes with some different colors of the tape stuff. I kind of prefer the black, but it's nice to have options. But man, it can just be a pain in the butt because like the tape will kind of get caught up in there, and then you're trying to make a label and it bends, it makes that funny white line. It's just annoying. So I have wasted a bunch of it, but I think now I finally figured out how to, what I have to do to make sure it's not doing that. Anyway. So would I recommend it? If you're on a budget, yeah. If you got money to burn, I don't know, find a nicer one, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna not recommend it, but I'm not gonna be like, wow, this is the best thing ever, because it's not. It is cool that you can swap from uppercase to lowercase, though, so that is cool. I am now getting into my Sterling ink stickers. Tons of gorgeous florals in these. So I from Sterling Ink you can get the kind of the clear stickers or the matte ones. I get the matte ones. They're like a washi tape sort of kind of sticker. So anyway, I like them because I feel like they just, almost melt into your page whenever you put them down. I do kind of peel the background away from them so that all that's left is the sticker on the clear plastic, so that you can then move them around and sort of audition them to see where they look best. I definitely felt like this pocket just needed to be really jazzed up. It was just a little too plain for me. These tweezers are from Jet Pens, just in case you were wondering. I really like them. I also have some Archer and Olive tweezers. Um, I I don't know. I tend to stab myself more with the Archer and Olive tweezers, even though these tweezers are probably just as pointy. And the Archer and Olive ones are more curved than these. These have that kind of flat edge. I think that's what I like about them. But yeah, whatever. Now on to the index page. So I want to do 2 columns, and I'll have the page number and then write out what's on the page, and then I'll have another column where I can also do that. And I think I'm only going to do one page, one whole page for my index. Last year I had a page spread, but I was also kind of putting in what pages the book reviews are on. But in this one, I will have kind of I'm going to have a whole list of the books, and it'll say what page the review is on if I want to flip to that. So really, I will just need to know where those pages are, and then I can look and see if I'm looking to look back at a specific book review or something like that. So I don't think I would need really more than this page with 2 columns. The 2 columns might even be overkill. We'll see. We'll see, and then we'll know for next year. So definitely using some leftover of this gold paper. This is going throughout this book because I just love it. I think it's so pretty. But I'm putting it on a little piece of that looks like tea stained paper. And I try my glue stick with this, but it doesn't want to stick to the texture of that paper. So, you know, got to go to the art glitter glue because, yeah, you're not stopping the art glitter glue. That stuff is great. Yeah, no amount of rubbing that with a bone folder is going to get it to stick down at this point. So, do need to refill. We need to refill my art glitter glue so that I don't have to shake it so much. And that did the trick. Now I've got some different washi tapes, and this one just has words on it. I just like it. It, goes with anything bookish for sure. I'd love to tell you where I got that washi from too, but I'm just not positive. I will say most likely is either from Archer and Olive or Hobby Lobby. But don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. I do have swatches of all of my Archer and Olive washi tapes that I've gotten in the subscription boxes. So uh, if it is one of those, I'll put some words on the screen that say so. Otherwise, it's probably from Hobby Lobby. I'm going kind of minimal, I guess, on the decoration for this page because it's just a very functional page. It doesn't really have room for a lot of decor. I'm using this craft knife from Archer and Olive. A little bit overkill, I think, for the just cutting the washi tape. It's very sharp. It is very sharp. If you are not careful, you could absolutely just slice through your pages. I do love incorporating snippets of like torn book pages in here. No clue what book this is from, but has the name Kenneth on it there. So if your name is Kenneth, shout out to you. Now I'm using a Tombow marker to shade or highlight every other line. I do this. This does just make it easier to kind of follow across. I thought about leaving kind of a blank square column, whatever, in between the two columns, but I decided to just sort of try to make a little bit thicker of a line. It doesn't look that much thicker, but whatever, it's fine. But that is pretty much it. I've got my index done. I've got my pockets over here. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the rest of my reading journal. Bye.